Good afternoon. It's early on Friday afternoon, and I thought I would just give you a briefest reflection on the news about the passing of the Duke of Edinburgh. It's very sad news, isn't it? Of course, he had a full and fulfilling and long life, and I hope that provided some comfort and compensation to those who knew and loved him best. For the rest of us, of course, our reflections about him will be based upon his public persona and his life in public service. And those achievements are great. First of all, in his own right, of course, serving as a distinguished naval officer, but then latterly in the support of the Queen through some of the most extraordinary moments in our history, good and bad. Now, I guess when you reflect upon all this bad news that's hit the country recently and these extraordinary times we're living in, there's a question about whether any of this will ever end and we will return to some good news in the future. Well, we will. Our community will restore itself and move on. And when we do, it'll be based upon the values that the Queen and Prince Philip have upheld so well for so long. I think particularly, of course, about the Duke of Edinburgh's establishment of the Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme, which has transformed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, making a difference in ordinary communities like Dartford and right across the country. It's quite some legacy, and we must be very, very grateful for that. Now, as a council, we do prepare for days like today, and even as I speak to you, the flags on civic buildings and in our parks have already been lowered as a mark of respect to the Duke of Edinburgh's passing. We're also on our own website going to point you to the Royal website, where some of you may like to leave a message on the Book of Condolence, which I know would be appreciated. So it's been a very sad day, and it will seem strange to think of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, no longer being with us and no longer being on our TV screens and no longer being at the Queen's side. We must send our commiserations and extraordinary condolences to the whole royal family, and also, I think, pledge our support for the Queen in particular in the duties that I know she'll go on performing in the years ahead. It'll be different, and we should always be sad about the Duke of Edinburgh's passing, but let's celebrate his life, his achievements, his legacies, and let's make the most of that to improve our own communities and do what we can to reflect the very best of public service, just as he did. Thank you very much.